everybody. It's Will Richardson here saying welcome to the show. Welcome to Poland Daily. We're here in beautiful downtown Głogów. You see behind me the fine reconstruction in the period style. It's really nice. I'm amazed by what they've been able to do in Głogów to recreate stylistically recreate the look of the past architecture while still keeping it modern. It's one of the best examples I've seen in Poland of that. Perhaps Gdansk as well is like that. Here is, you can see a bit of the medieval town wall. They've even got, look at this, they've even done a sort of Elizabethan 1500s take on Tudor architecture. That's cool. Okay. So anyway, in the old days, you would have had a wall like this all the way around town. There are bits and pieces of it as you go around, but this is the longest sort of reconstructed piece. All destroyed in World War II. 1945, the place was a fortress. They, were defending inside these walls, and everything was destroyed. Not that there hadn't been other invasions and wars over the years, because there is... this area is a history of conflict, like most of Poland, between different German tribes and different German kingdoms and princedoms and fiefdoms, and the Prussians, of course, and the Bohemians, the Czechs, if you will, and lovely church bells coming in. Ah, you see? We ordered that just for you. That must be midday, I would think. There should be a bugle call from somewhere. I wonder if it's that church. Anyway, we'll see. There were 4 towers. There were 4 basic towers, and they encircled the old town. And of course, as I said, they're all destroyed. Anyway, this is some semblance of what used to be here before. In one of our previous programs, we went and we looked in a town where we came across this town on our way to this part of the world, this part of Poland, the town with the oldest medieval wall. It's virtually encircled and under renovation. The town itself is under renovation. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was a few programs ago. And that old wall that kind of old defensive wall is represented, obviously, by this. Another place where they have a great reconstructed wall is Zamość in eastern Poland. It's also a very beautiful small town, built in the Renaissance style. Okay? Where's Quasimodo when you need him? The bells, Esmeralda, etc. This is the St. Nicholas Church, and it has not been rebuilt after its destruction in World War II. We'll take a walk around just to make some photographs so you can see what it looks like from the sides. It was left like this on purpose. It reminds me also of another church that was left on purpose after its destruction, revealing the destruction of World War II, and that's the Kaiser Wilhelm Church in Berlin, right? It's in West Berlin. It's near the zoo, actually, on one of the main streets. So what you see here is an example. Come through, sir. Come through, sir. Dziękuję. Yeah. It's, as I say, it reminds me of the Kaiser Wilhelm Church. And it's also, it was destroyed in 1945, but it wasn't the first time. It was destroyed in the 1300s, not soon after it was built. It was built as a Romanesque church. It's a Roman style with this oval, half arch windows and doors. You can see, well, there's one here. It's still in that style. But then it was done with these Gothic points. Remember, Gothic is about pointy. It's a pointy architecture, and that's how we recognize Gothic architecture. So it's a little fancier. It's a little fancier. A little. See, we had to get far across this road. There was no traffic, and suddenly, when you start filming, everybody comes. That's just the way it is. Please, I'm a traffic cop now. Traffic cop, you see? Yeah. So it's quite impressive that it's been left like this on purpose in order to reveal the destruction of the time. But not the first time. As I say, there was a great fire in the 1200s. It was destroyed and then rebuilt again at the end of the 1200s. The 1200s, a long time ago, right? Okay, so it's not new. None of this is new. This place is 1,000 years old, more or less, this area. And of course, the beginning of Poland. So if you're from the United States or Canada or Australia or places like that, any of the newer countries, anywhere in South America, this is ancient history. But from here, you can get a good idea of the destruction. And it's left like this. It's a living monument to the stupidity and destruction of these wars that have happened over the centuries in this part of the world, and not only, but particularly brutally in Europe. I don't know what it is about Europe that they, or the United States too, even with our Civil War that we had in the United States, that this brutality and the amount of murder and mayhem and destruction that goes on. It's disgusting, and we have to learn to do something. We must stop destroying the beautiful things that we build, like this church, St. Nicholas Church, patron saint of this town of Głogów, and St. Catherine, St. Nicholas, the two patron saints, along with the Virgin Mary, who's not a saint, obviously, but a little higher than that. Anyway, there you see the beautiful blue sky of nature against the destruction of a beautiful object, and an object of spirit. I mean, it just defies the imagination. Here is a church built. You can only think, in order to express man's desire to understand its relationship with the universe, with a higher being, with the Christian God in this case, and then it's flatly destroyed. You understand when nature does it, and you might even say that's God's will, because he didn't like the architecture or whatever the reason was. In the case of Sodom and Gomorrah, he didn't like the people, according to the story. It's a difficult issue, isn't it? But destroying beautiful things which have taken decades or even centuries to perfect is always going to be a sign of human stupidity. So, as we think about things that are going on in Europe now, to the east, it's hard to look at this and not think of those places in Ukraine that have been destroyed. At least it is for me. So anyway, but on that happy note, I'll leave you with this episode. We'll see you again tomorrow night. We're in Głogów, and there'll be more from here. So stay tuned to Poland Daily Travel. Like us on YouTube and Facebook. Poland Daily Travel. Just search it. Search it on Facebook. Search it on YouTube. Like and subscribe, please, if you like what you see, because we work awfully hard. Don't we work awfully hard, Vova? Shake the camera. Nod. Yes, we do. Okay. You see? He agrees. Ciao for now.